And welcome to today's tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be how to use washi tape in your earring designs. I've got a roll of washi tape, my mold, some glitter that we're going to add just to add a little bit more sparkle to everything. I might add some caviar beads, and I use the JDiction resin. Okay, so unless you want to have a colored background, you're just going to go ahead and fill up your mold. We're going to make some rectangular shapes here, like so. Get rid of those bubbles. And now we're going to go ahead and cure it. That'll take approximately 90 seconds. We'll be back. Okay, and we're back. So I now have the pieces demolded. I just made clear on these. If you want to use something like mica powder or glitter as a background, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and first take off the rough edges. So I'm just going to lightly sand on the top here. This will help your top or your dome to lay at its best. So sand off any of those burrs around the edges. I use a microfiber cloth that's been dipped in some water and wrung out. It helps to remove the dust and debris so you have a clean surface to work with. And what I do, I just wash these all together as I go through various cloths. I'll put 4 or 5 of them in the washing machine at a time. I do a double rinse and then dry them. And that way I'm not constantly using baby wipes or tissues. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to lay down a coat like so and spread that out. This gives us a flat surface to work with, or pretty optimally flat. I've cut my washi tape that I'll be using. But this is just how you prep it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cure that. Okay. And we're back. And now I'm just going to take my washi tape that I've pre-cut and decide how you want to lay it. I think I'll do it this way. Kind of rub that down, making sure that it adheres pretty well. What's great about the washi tape is that it is repositionable. If you've got it down and you're not crazy about it, it just lifts right up. So I've got that now. Now I'm going to take my file and just hit that edge like that. And it easily separates off of the resin piece. Got a nice clean edge. That's perfect. You can take a toothpick, put your hole back in. And now we're gonna add some fun. So to make it even more sparkly, I'm going to add a bit of glitter to this. So I'm just going to lay down some glitter and sequins here. Just like that. And they don't have to be exactly matching. I think that's part of the fun and the intrigue of it, is not having them match exactly. Okay. So that definitely adds some extra sparkle to it. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Okay, so that those sequins have been set in. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the dome on top. That locks everything in place. So much easier to do when you're not doing a tutorial, so I appreciate your patience with me. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it again. Okay, let's go ahead and add one more coat. I prefer my earrings to have a plumper look. So I'll usually add 2, sometimes maybe 3 top coats of the resin, just so it looks, I don't know, plumper. After curing this layer, I'm going to go ahead and add some pearls and some of the caviar beads. Just make it extra special. Perfect. Okay, and we'll cure that. Okay. Okay, so we've had our second top coat cure. They're looking good. I tend to use in my designs a washi tape that has some gold in it. And I'll give you some ideas here. So this is just a box that I had bought, but you'll see that a lot of these, well, pretty much almost every single one has some gold added, and I think that's important because it really brings out a extra shine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, let's put them here. I'm going to add some pearls. And I think a few caviar beads would be lovely. Get your placement the way you want it. There, I think that looks wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead and get that cured. Okay, if you haven't used this before, I highly recommend it. I get this from Tianne, and it's actually a nail top coat. What it'll do, instead of just leaving it as the somewhat tacky resin, even though I'm using JDiction, it does still tend to be a little bit tacky. I love this top coat. It ends up making it look like glass, and it feels like glass. And I'm just going to do my final top coat. Like so. So it's actually called LovCarrie Shining Armor Top Coat. This stuff is great. You will not be disappointed. It is self-leveling. Sometimes I wait a minute or two just to make sure that everything does level out completely. Okay. I'm going to let this sit for a minute and totally self-level. Then I'll come back. After I finish the back, I usually lay down a coat of resin on the back, and then I also use this on the sides. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so now working on the back. And I thought, you know, just for a little bit of extra interest here, let's decorate it with some glitter. I think the back should be just as interesting as the front, or at least somewhat decorative. Girls love that stuff. We do, we do. So I'm just going to add some sparkles. Just like that. Okay. Let's give it a cure, shall we? And we're back. And I finished the sides and the backs. I went ahead and added a triangle jump ring and also a little connector here with a crystal bicone in a chalcedony blue color that really works very well with all of that. And we are ready for sale. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. This is my first attempt at doing a tutorial. I hope I didn't mess it up too badly. I know it's not as professional as some of the folks that are out there on YouTube, but I'm new. I'm learning. This is my 5th month of creating resin jewelry, and I just find it wonderful. Thanks so much for watching. Have a super day. Bye. See you next time.